Old age is often seen as a time for reflection, peace, and enjoying the fruits of a life well lived. But did you know that the people you surround yourself with in your later years can make or break your happiness? In this video, we're diving into 5 types of people you must avoid as you get older. These individuals might drain your energy, hold you back, or even add unnecessary stress to your life. But don't worry, by recognizing these toxic traits early, you can protect your mental and emotional well-being. Whether it's family, friends, or acquaintances, knowing who to avoid can help you live a healthier, more fulfilling life. So, if you want to ensure your golden years truly shine, stay tuned as we uncover the people who could be dragging you down and how to handle them. Let's dive in. Aging brings with it the wisdom and experience of a lifetime, yet it also presents a critical juncture for reflecting on how we spend our time, energy, and emotional resources. As we grow older, it's vital to consider who we allow into our lives and the quality of our relationships. In old age, we should prioritize peace, reflection, and harmony, which can only be achieved by surrounding ourselves with those who respect and encourage our well-being. Stoic philosophy, with its emphasis on virtue, rationality, and self-control, provides valuable insights into the kinds of people you should avoid in your later years. The Stoics, such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, believe that our internal peace and joy are not determined by external circumstances but by how we choose to respond to them. Therefore, curating the people in our lives becomes essential in maintaining our tranquility and emotional stability. In this video, we will explore 5 types of people you must avoid as you age, based on Stoic principles. Each of these individuals can undermine your peace of mind and emotional well-being, making it difficult to enjoy the final chapters of your life. Let's dive into the wisdom of Stoicism and see how to protect yourself from these detrimental influences. 1. The constantly negative person, the pessimist. Overview. The constant pessimist sees only the negative side of life and projects their bleak outlook onto those around them. This person often focuses on what is wrong, highlighting flaws, failures, and setbacks, which can drain your energy. In old age, when you're seeking peace and contentment, a negative person can significantly impact your mental and emotional health. Stoic wisdom. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot control the behavior of others, we can control how we react to it. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reflects on how external events and people should not disturb your inner peace. He writes, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." This statement speaks to the Stoic belief in controlling your responses, not allowing the negativity of others to penetrate your mind. In the face of negativity, Stoicism encourages detachment. Epictetus highlights the importance of focusing on what you can control, your thoughts and actions, rather than external events that might drag you into despair. How they affect you. Being around negative people, especially in old age, can lead to increased anxiety, pessimism, and stress. This negativity may also cause you to fixate on things outside of your control, such as health issues or societal problems, rather than embracing the present moment and accepting what is within your power to change. Over time, the emotional toll of being surrounded by negativity can lead to diminished joy and mental fatigue. Practical Stoic steps. Detachment. Practice emotional detachment, recognizing that negativity is an external force and does not need to define your internal state. Use the Stoic exercise of viewing things objectively and practicing mindfulness. Limit exposure. While it's difficult to cut ties entirely with some people, such as family members, limit the time spent with individuals who are consistently negative. Consciously choose to engage in conversations or activities that bring you peace. Focus on what you can control. Instead of getting sucked into the cycle of negativity, focus on what is within your control, your thoughts, actions, and perspective. Practice gratitude and mindfulness to maintain a positive outlook. Real-life example. Imagine a friend who constantly complains about their health or the state of the world, always framing situations in a pessimistic light. After spending time with them, you may find yourself feeling drained or overly anxious. While it's important to show empathy, it's equally important to recognize when their negativity is affecting your own well-being. 2. The manipulator, the exploiter. Overview. Manipulative individuals use others for personal gain, often without consideration for the feelings or needs of those around them. In old age, manipulative people can take advantage of your kindness, generosity, and sense of obligation, leading to emotional exploitation. Stoic wisdom. Epictetus teaches that we should not allow ourselves to be controlled by the will of others. He says, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Manipulative individuals try to exert control over others by making them feel responsible for their actions or emotions, which is in direct contrast to Stoic teachings on autonomy and self-governance. For the Stoics, virtue is defined by living in alignment with reason, which includes choosing not to be manipulated by others. Stoicism encourages maintaining a sense of inner strength and wisdom in dealing with people who attempt to exploit or control you. How they affect you. Manipulative individuals can make you feel guilty or obligated to meet their needs, even when it's harmful to your well-being. In old age, when you might feel more vulnerable, their manipulative tactics can wear you down, causing stress and emotional strain. They might use guilt, flattery, or passive-aggressive behavior to manipulate you into doing things that are not in your best interest. Practical Stoic steps. Set clear boundaries. Clearly define what you are willing to do for others and what you are not. A Stoic approach emphasizes self-respect, and you should not let anyone erode your dignity or autonomy. Recognize manipulation early, trust your instincts. If someone is repeatedly asking for favors without reciprocating or making you feel guilty for not complying, they may be manipulating you. Acknowledge this behavior and take steps to distance yourself. Practice inner strength. Strengthen your inner resolve through daily Stoic practices, such as journaling and reflection, to prevent being swayed by external manipulation. Real-life example. A family member constantly asks for money, citing their emergency situations, but never offers any help in return. Their manipulation leaves you feeling guilty for not helping more, even when you are aware that they are not being truthful or responsible with their own finances. 3. The drainer, the energy vampire. Overview. Energy vampires are individuals who constantly demand your attention, emotional support, and time without offering anything in return. They tend to be self-centered, focusing on their problems and draining you emotionally without considering your needs. In old age, maintaining emotional balance is crucial, and these individuals can make it difficult to preserve your inner peace. Stoic wisdom. Seneca discusses the importance of living virtuously without being overwhelmed by external demands. A Stoic lives in alignment with reason and seeks to maintain a tranquil mind. If you spend too much time with energy-draining individuals, you risk sacrificing your tranquility for their emotional needs. A key Stoic principle is the importance of self-sufficiency. You must be able to rely on your inner resources to maintain your emotional equilibrium. By allowing others to constantly drain your energy, you compromise your own emotional well-being. How they affect you. Energy vampires demand emotional labor from you, leaving you feeling exhausted and mentally overwhelmed. They often do not reciprocate the emotional support they receive and may monopolize your time and attention, making it difficult to find space for your own reflection and peace in old age. Practical Stoic steps. Self-care. Prioritize your own emotional well-being. Practice self-care by carving out time for solitude, reflection, and activities that replenish your energy. Recognize emotional drain, identify when someone's presence is draining you, and take proactive steps to limit your exposure to them. You don't need to fix or solve their problems, instead, help them learn to be self-sufficient. Practice empathy without enmeshment, show compassion, but don't allow yourself to become overly involved in their emotional turmoil. This practice helps you maintain a healthy emotional boundary. Real-life example. A friend who calls you daily with their latest crisis, only to talk about themselves, never asking how you are. After these interactions, you feel emotionally drained, with little to show for the time spent trying to help them. 4. The judgmental person, the critic. Overview. Judgmental people are quick to criticize your choices, values, and decisions. They may have an opinion about how you should live your life, but their criticism rarely offers any constructive feedback. In old age, when you've already established your values and priorities, these individuals can create unnecessary stress and conflict. Stoic wisdom. Marcus Aurelius teaches us to focus on living virtuously, not on the judgments of others. He writes, "Don't waste time on what others think of you. They are entitled to their opinions, just as you are to yours." Stoicism emphasizes that we cannot control the opinions of others, so we should not allow them to affect our sense of self-worth. In Stoic philosophy, virtue is the only true good, and living a virtuous life is more important than the approval of others. Being around critical people who constantly judge you can undermine your ability to live authentically and in alignment with your values. How they affect you. Criticism from judgmental individuals can erode your self-esteem and prevent you from living a peaceful, authentic life. In old age, when you seek contentment and tranquility, these individuals can create unnecessary conflict and self-doubt, making it harder to embrace your own choices. Practical Stoic steps. Focus on your values, reflect on what matters most to you and let go of the need for external validation. Live in accordance with your own values, not those imposed by others. Respond with wisdom. When confronted with criticism, respond calmly and rationally, without being defensive. Recognize that their judgment is based on their own worldview and is not a reflection of your worth. Practice indifference. Stoicism teaches the importance of indifference to external judgments. This doesn't mean being apathetic, but rather accepting that others' opinions don't control your happiness. Real-life example. A relative constantly critiques your decision to retire early or your lifestyle choices, dismissing them as irresponsible. Their criticism adds stress to your life, even though you are content with your choices. 5. The envious person, the resentful individual. Overview. Envy and resentment are potent and often destructive emotions, particularly in the later stages of life. These feelings can erode relationships and create negative energy that disrupts the peace of mind we so value as we age. An envious person begrudges others' success, happiness, or peace of mind, and may resort to passive-aggressive behavior or more overt attempts to undermine their perceived rivals' achievements. This emotional state fosters dissatisfaction and bitterness, which can be toxic both for the envious person and for those around them. Stoic wisdom. The Stoics, especially Marcus Aurelius, offer profound insights into handling envy. Marcus Aurelius teaches that envy is a product of unhealthy comparisons. He urges us to reflect on the futility of such comparisons, stating, "Be like a rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved, and the raging of the water falls still around it." The message here is clear: when we compare ourselves to others, we expose ourselves to unnecessary suffering. These comparisons are futile, as they often distort our perceptions and create undue conflict within. The Stoic approach is to refrain from such comparisons altogether and instead, focus on our personal growth and development. Envy often stems from insecurity and fear. When we stop measuring our worth by the success or failure of others, we free ourselves from the negative consequences of envy. The Stoic perspective emphasizes that true fulfillment comes from within. Cultivating gratitude for the blessings we already have, rather than seeking validation from others or obsessing over their achievements, is key to overcoming envy. How they affect you. Envious individuals have the potential to severely affect your well-being, especially in the context of your achievements or happiness. These individuals may subtly or overtly express their resentment by belittling your success, minimizing your happiness, or even creating discord within your relationships. Such actions can diminish your peace of mind and create unnecessary tension. In the case of envious individuals, their behavior often stems from deep-seated insecurity, a lack of contentment, or fear of being inadequate. As a result, they might feel compelled to bring others down to alleviate their own feelings of inadequacy. The impact on you, however, is considerable. You might feel drained, criticized, or unsupported in your personal journey. This erosion of self-esteem and emotional well-being can undermine the very peace you are trying to cultivate in your later years. Practical Stoic steps. The Stoic approach provides several practical strategies to help guard against the negativity of envious individuals. Cultivate gratitude. The practice of gratitude is one of the most powerful antidotes to envy, as it shifts our focus away from what we lack or what others have, toward an appreciation for what is already present in our lives. Stoicism teaches that true contentment arises from focusing on our own circumstances and the intrinsic value of what we possess, rather than constantly comparing ourselves to others. This habit of focusing on the positive aspects of our lives can be transformative. To cultivate gratitude, it can be helpful to engage in regular practices like journaling, where you can record things you're thankful for. By making it a daily habit, you allow yourself to continually return to a mindset of appreciation, even on tough days. Alternatively, meditation can be a powerful tool for fostering gratitude, as it encourages mindfulness and reflection on the good in your life. Even simple reflection, such as taking a moment each day to acknowledge the things you are grateful for, can help maintain a positive outlook. This practice gradually builds resilience against feelings of envy, as it nurtures contentment by reinforcing the understanding that what you have is enough. Over time, the more you focus on what you have and the more you acknowledge the value of your own life, the less you'll be inclined to feel jealous of what others possess. Through gratitude, you are able to transform envy into a source of strength, as it redirects your energy into appreciating your personal achievements, growth, and the beauty of your life, rather than allowing external comparisons to diminish your peace. Recognize envy in others. Recognizing envy in others is a critical step in maintaining your own peace of mind. When someone criticizes your success or belittles your achievements, it's easy to internalize these comments as attacks on your worth. However, Stoic wisdom teaches that the actions of others often have little to do with you and everything to do with their own insecurities or fears. When you encounter criticism or resentment from envious individuals, it is essential to remember that their negative behavior reflects their internal struggles, not your shortcomings. A key Stoic strategy in such situations is to distance yourself emotionally from the behaviors of others. If someone makes a disparaging comment about your success, instead of taking it personally, view it as a sign of their inner turmoil or lack of self-confidence. Envy stems from feelings of inadequacy and fear. When someone envies your achievements, it often reveals that they feel less secure about their own position in life. When you understand that envy is a reflection of their own emotional landscape, rather than an evaluation of your worth, you can avoid being emotionally affected. Instead of engaging in a cycle of defensiveness or trying to explain yourself, recognize that their resentment is not your responsibility. By maintaining this perspective, you create emotional space for yourself, preventing envy from affecting your peace. Limit engagement with envy. While we cannot control the actions of others, we do have the power to limit our exposure to toxic relationships. Envious individuals, if left unchecked, can have a draining effect on your energy and emotional well-being. Stoic wisdom encourages us to protect our inner peace by setting boundaries with those who regularly attempt to undermine our happiness or diminish our success. We must consciously choose how much time and energy we invest in relationships where envy might exist. If you notice a pattern of negative behavior from someone, whether it's passive-aggressive comments, subtle sabotage, or overt resentment, consider limiting your engagement with them. This might mean reducing the amount of time you spend with them, or in some cases, taking a step back entirely. In Stoicism, it's understood that our environment plays a significant role in shaping our state of mind, and surrounding ourselves with supportive, positive individuals is essential to maintaining inner peace. Setting these boundaries doesn't mean you need to cut people out completely, but it does involve consciously protecting yourself from negativity. Surround yourself with people who genuinely celebrate your successes and who encourage your personal growth. These relationships are the ones that will uplift you and promote your happiness and tranquility. Real-life example. Consider a situation in which a close friend consistently downplays your successes. Let's say you've recently bought a new home, something you've worked hard for. You excitedly share the news, only for your friend to respond with a comment like, "Must be nice to have all that money." Or, if you've achieved a personal milestone, maybe you've lost weight or reached a fitness goal, the friend might say, "I'm sure you just got lucky with the genes." These types of comments are often veiled attempts to diminish your happiness, and they come from a place of envy. Such behavior can be emotionally exhausting, especially when it becomes a recurring pattern. This friend's comments aren't an attack on you, they're a manifestation of their own insecurities. They may feel left behind or inferior because they haven't achieved the same success or joy, and as a result, they project these feelings onto you. The key here is to recognize that their actions are driven by their own fears or self-doubt. By understanding this, you can develop emotional resilience. Instead of internalizing their negativity, focus on maintaining your peace and not allowing their resentment to sway your feelings. In this case, Stoicism teaches us to prioritize our own emotional well-being over the insecurities of others. Conclusion. As we grow older, our emotional well-being becomes one of the most precious aspects of life. The relationships we cultivate have the power to either nourish or deplete our inner peace. Envious individuals, who often criticize, belittle, or undermine our success, can drain our energy and steal our joy. By applying Stoic principles, we can identify and protect ourselves from such toxic dynamics. Recognizing envy, setting boundaries, and fostering gratitude are all powerful tools that enable us to navigate the complexities of relationships with wisdom and serenity. By embracing the Stoic practice of focusing on what we can control, our reactions, our choices, and our inner peace, we are equipped to guard against the corrosive effects of envy. This allows us to preserve our tranquility, grow in wisdom, and enjoy our later years with a sense of fulfillment, joy, and emotional resilience. By maintaining a strong sense of gratitude and understanding, and by minimizing engagement with toxic individuals, we can create an environment that supports our happiness and growth, free from the poisonous effects of resentment and comparison.